I'm Gary Zukav, and I'm so enjoying reading the questions that you're sending. Here's one that I got today, and it's an interesting one. Perhaps you have experienced this yourself. When I set an intention, say, for example, not to get angry, I'm confronted with situations all over the place. It's almost like I'm confronted more than ever. Could you explain that? Yes, I can. But in order to understand it, it helps if you will first consider the possibility that the universe is alive and wise and compassionate, and that everything that you experience serves your spiritual growth. Now, how do you grow spiritually? That takes self-awareness. It takes volition. It takes commitment and courage. Let me give you an example. It requires becoming aware of all of the parts of your personality that originate in fear, and anger is one of them. There's others, such as jealousy, revenge, and there's also parts of your personality that originate in love, such as gratitude and appreciation and caring and patience. But let's get back to anger. When you challenge a frightened part of your personality, you experience it fully. You experience the physical sensations of it in your body, for example, in your throat, in your chest, and in your solar plexus. So when you become angry, becoming aware of what anger feels like in your body in these locations and 4 others is essential. You also get to know its thoughts. What thoughts are you thinking when you're angry? Well, if you look, you'll see they're always judgmental and critical and blaming. Now, to experience all of this, and while you're experiencing it, not act on it, is to challenge that frightened part of your personality. And when you do this, you create authentic power. In that moment of feeling angry, feeling it physically, knowing what your thoughts are, knowing what your intention is, and it'll be to change someone else so that you'll feel better. And while all of that's going on, you decide instead to reach for the healthiest part of your personality that you can. When you decide to act in a way that will create different consequences than the consequences of anger, then you are challenging that anger. And the more you do, the more it loses its control over you. So the more angry you become, the more opportunities, or the more often you become angry, the more opportunities you have to challenge your anger, and the more opportunities you have to grow spiritually. When you invoke healing, when you say to yourself, when you say to the universe, I intend to challenge my anger. I intend that I will no longer be controlled by this part of my personality that has created so much destruction, so much pain for me and for others in the past. Then you move the universe. The universe begins to create with you. It's a co-creation. More and more circumstances that will irritate you, that will cause you to feel angry, that will cause you to want to judge others and to blame others. And each time you feel these things somatically, which means in terms of your body and in terms of your thoughts intellectually, and you challenge this part of your personality, it loses its control over you. And the more you challenge it, the more its control over you disintegrates, and eventually it disappears. The universe is your co-creative partner. You engage it by challenging your anger, or your jealousy, or your resentment, or your need for alcohol, or sex, or drugs, or gambling, or to be a workaholic, or a perfectionist. No matter what part of your personality that keeps you from moving into your full potential that you challenge, the universe will assist you. It will assist you by bringing that part of your personality to your awareness again and again, so that you can challenge it again and again. Think about that.